What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, First Presbyterian Church, Murfreesboro, Tennessee. This is your Saturday sermon preview for Sunday, August 31st, 2025. Hope everybody's doing great. Hope your weekend is off to a good start. We are continuing our sermon series in James, a kind of putting faith to action sermon series, and the practical aspects of following Jesus and what that looks like. So tomorrow, our sermon text is James 5. All right, everybody, Oscar's here now.
Hello.
James 5, starting at verse 7 and going through 20. It's pretty long and honestly boring. Warning. So the kids in church on Sunday, it's kind of a long scripture reading. It's not boring, but it's just complicated and kind of deep. And James says a lot in these verses, but we're going to dive into it. It brought to mind for me a sermon I preached a while ago, and I mentioned this. I'm going to mention this before I read the text. During Advent, when the angel comes to visit Mary, and she says yes to everything, what she's really saying yes to is waiting, right? Because nothing's happening right away with Mary. She's waiting to give birth to Jesus. She's got to wait 9 months for that. She's got to wait for him to grow up, to all these things. She's saying yes to the wait. And this sermon is about waiting and how we wait, and how do we wait well. There's lots of forces that make waiting well difficult for us. Internal forces, I suppose, but also external forces. Waiting's not easy, and we're going to look to see what James has to say about it. We're going to consider things like hope, prayer, strength, all of these, though, connected to this idea of living out our faith. And we're going to talk about that, too. Like, what does that even mean, to live out our faith? What does it mean to live out our faith?
I don't know.
It's a tough question, but we're going to talk about it in very, hopefully, practical ways. And according to James, spoiler alert, when we're living out our faith together, then waiting's a lot easier and almost joyful. And hope, strength, prayer, all these things are part of that. So that's what we're going to talk about. Clear as mud, as they say. Hope everybody's doing great. Looking forward to seeing you tomorrow at worship. Don't forget, it's Labor Day weekend. We have Sunday school at 9. Anxious Generation Part 3 class, 9 o'clock Sunday school. And one worship service at 10:15. Only one. Looking forward to seeing everybody. Grace and peace. We'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.